Hey, it's Doc here for Super Nintendo, the podcast, usually with my offsider Luke, but we've been trying to lock down some time to get him back in the studio and do some recording. We'll definitely be doing that soon. In fact, we look to expand the podcast a bit as well. Beyond just talking video game news, we want to introduce some tech news and also some pop culture. So that'll be something to look forward to very, very soon. So I was recently invited to the ASUS Wiser Together conference in Sydney, it was amazing. I'm just, blown away by being invited. There were so many high-level influencers and content creators there, and I got to speak to a lot of them about the work that they do and their interests and loves as well. One of the highlights was meeting Aussie Man from Aussie Man Reviews, who was just a top bloke. Took a lot of time to have a chat and even a beer as well. So shout out to you, Aussie Man. You're a legend. While I was there, I got to try out some of the new gaming stuff that is coming out in later this year, including the ROG Republic of Gamers phone. The phone 2 is set to be released in Australia in December, is the rumour. So we look forward to seeing that one very soon. Shout out to Lewis as well, who's a production manager with ASUS, and he showed me through the phone and how to use it and all the different accessories and stuff while we were there. I've got some pictures of that, which I've put up on the website, so head to docydarko.com to check that out. I also got to have a massive chat with a group of ASUS bigwigs. Yeah, the management team there that were presenting for the 30th anniversary of their amazing products. So Eric Chen was the global vice president of the company, and such an approachable guy too, really lovely to talk to, and a really great presenter. We got to see him on stage, but I was lucky enough to get some time backstage with him and Peter, who's a manager of Asia Pacific, YC, who handles a lot of the production and makes the decisions on what goes into their products. So, the specs of their laptops. And, of course, Lewis, who I mentioned before, is a production manager and just a top bloke. Here is the chat I had with them about their 30th anniversary, and also delves into a little bit of their gaming laptops and how they plan and what they plan to do in Australia over the next year.
Super Nintendo.
Okay, so Australia seems like an extremely important market for ASUS. Can you tell us a bit about the planned expansion into Australia again after being sort of out for a bit?
Okay, as you see, I saw the presentation, right? Actually, we have been very strong in Asia Pacific, but we have to admit in Australia in the past several years we are a bit lag behind. Although if you compare 2018, this year live gaming we have around 2 times growth year on year, and gaming we have 4 times. So we are really committed for the Australian market. So in 2020 we plan to heavily invest here. Even we plan to have triple our budget to develop this country.
That's fantastic. And will that mean more jobs for Australians as well?
More headcount, more budget, especially for marketing and everything.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So are you planning to expand more on a consumer level or on
Both.
A gaming level?
Consumer and also commercial gaming.
And also, yeah. Fantastic. Of course, massive brand in the gaming industry with Republic of Gamers. And they've become like the system of choice for all top streamers. You see it, like all the streamers are using them. In your opinion, why do you think gamers are choosing ASUS?
I think since a very long time, I think, we started a motherboard business. And at that time, we produced the graphic card and the motherboard. And that is for the power user and also for gamers. So since that time, I think gamers also love the ASUS product from the DIY perspective.
Yeah.
And then throughout the journey, we understand what gamers needs. And then gradually, we migrate into the laptop. Also, we are the first one to introduce the gaming laptop. So I think we try to engage with the gamer very oftenly and then try to understand what they need. So we believe believe that because of all the history that we have, that's why the gamers like us. Yeah.
Do you also think it's because gamers are also creators now as well? They're not just playing video games, they're creating videos as well. And your machines seem to be the perfect balance between work and play?
Correct. So in fact, even in the past, when we see that our RG machine, actually some people, they also use it for the productivity. So there is a creator usage. So lots of people, but because I think nowadays no people will just play game. They also need to work. So yes, we believe that is we also the device we are having also try to find a balance between the gamers and the creators.
Yeah, and I guess that's a lot of the thought process behind the new Zenbook Pro Duo as well, which is probably the most powerful machine I've ever used, and hands down. And you would have a lot to do with that, right? You decide what goes into the machine. Is that sort of the thought process behind putting the i9 in there?
Oh yeah, yes. Because when we build the laptop, we must understand the target users. So it is for productivity and also a creator and also gamers at the same time. So we want a powerful laptop with beautiful screen and also the most powerful CPU and GPU inside. So that is built for those creators and gamers at the same time.
And there's always a thought there, because you have artistic directors. There's always a thought to make it powerful, but also make it look great.
Yes, because this is this is one of the category under Zenbook. So it is Zenbook Pro Duo. We already have the Zenbook Pro, and Zenbook means elegant ID. So we want to make the most powerful and most beautiful laptop. So that is the Zenbook Pro Duo.
But if you look at our lineup, we even create the one we call Pro Art series. That's especially for the creator, no matter desktop, monitor, and notebook.
And it's a very sleek design, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We call Pro Art series. You will see very soon.
Yeah.
Pro Art mobile workstations with the specifications that go up to the Xeon processors and Quadro graphics.
We also demo the Pro Art series here. Yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, we're celebrating 30 years of innovation with ASUS. What do you think in the past 30 years is the most important lesson you've learned?
I think the most important thing is whatever you do, right? You still need to consumer center. You have to know exactly what your customer want. This is a very important point. And ASUS has been strong for the innovation. And we also have to admit, we done a lot of innovation, right? But maybe some of them is too advanced. Okay, so what we learn in the next 30 years, probably we really need to pay attention to know what is it the consumer they want.
It's funny you should say innovation, because I see you all walking around with this brand new logo design on your lapels, which is just a very nice design. I can't help but think of Star Trek, which is amazing. It's a fantastic, I just keep waiting for one of you to go bloop bloop and then beam up. Of course, the Zenbook Pro Duo and all of the laptops that you've put on display today, they're like looking into the future. That's why I think of Star Trek when I look at your thing. So if you could take a look at science fiction as it is now and develop something for the future, what would you like to bring out of science fiction into reality now?
Now, if you look at ASUS, we start from the PC, right? Actually, we make diversification. We also have the phone business and robotics. But AI probably is also next day we are heavily invest as well.
Yeah, right.
So you will see we are not just PC company.
So really next year I won't be sitting here, you'll be talking to a robot.
Already we have the Zenbook. We are still continuously.
Yeah, and you're heavily into the smartwatch area now as well, with
Smart
fitness, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Looks great, and with gaming with the phone as well. So you're covering all aspects.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to see what you bring into Australia over the next year, and we're really excited about your new products. So thanks so much for spending some time with me today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
NakiNarco.com